Hello, 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 hello. What's up, guys? How's it going? I hope things are going well. I have some bad news, but good news. Let's explain it real quick. Let me hold on. Let me okay, there we go. Hello. Okay. So I had a problem. Let us all pay our respects, ladies and gentlemen, for this is what got me through the last 7 years. This motherboard, this CPU, this RAM. This is where positron... Wait, lav isn't on? Then, wait, where's this coming from? What? What? Wait, are you messing with me? Because it says the lav is on right now. I don't know if he's messing with me. It must be the other mic. Huh. Oh, hold on. Yes, right. Hold on. Properties. That's it. Yep. So... where is it? There we go. Okay, sorry about that, chat. F in chat for this buddy here. This died. Well, it still works, but this was my graphics card, or this is my motherboard for the past 7 to 8 years. It was a i7 6700 or i7 97. No, sorry, that was my laptop. This is an i9 9900 K, and it finally died on us. It refused to let me open and run any CAD program at all, and it finally gave up the ghost. So, yeah, this is old. This is old. At least some iteration of this machine has been running for 7 years. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the new streaming setup, which it looks absolutely no different to you, except that I can now stream, I believe, at 60 frames per second. I don't know if that's actually what we're achieving right now. I am being told that the bitrate is lower than recommended. I will have to figure that out. But yes, hello, look at this. I'm fluid, hopefully. Everyone's seeing 60? Yo, sweet. And check this out. Transitions don't lag anymore. I can do transitions again. Like, holy shit. I can transition. Everyone remember when my transitions were like really slow and choppy? Oh my god. The fact that I can actually not worry about that anymore is great. So we're prepping for open source. What the hell is happening back there? Well, that looks like I may have to cancel this print. We are prepping for open source, and I have, if you haven't been following, then you probably don't know who I'm going to open source with. And ladies and gentlemen, for those who don't know, I am very happy to say that for the first time, I, Nomad, will not be going to an event as part of Positron, but instead as Prusa. And yes, that is a Prusa Maker chip right there. Yeah. Let's have a look at this, shall we? Oh, right, I need to fix my live scene. So, I'm making these for everybody that's going to be there. Obviously, you can see the man, the myth, the legend himself. I'm not happy with these right now. I'm very unhappy with how these look. Way too glossy. Just, not a fan. But, let's look at the Maker chip. Look at that. Now, you might be asking, why is the border an off orange? That is because I've had this PETG laying around for a long time. Now, not saying it's old, but I've been waiting for a very specific use case for this specific Prusa orange. It is translucent. So when you hold it up to the light, the Prusa glows. Or the Prusa itself doesn't glow, but the edges glow. I've been waiting to use this. Zombie Hedgehog, thank you for the $1.49 banana. Do appreciate it. We do need to start a GPU fund, because I'm running a 2070 Super, and that's starting... Right now we're fine, but that's going to be the next bottleneck we have to overcome. But anyway, yeah. So I am trying to print as many of these as I can. Some guys in Prague are also going to be trying to print as many of these as they can within the next few days. Massive shout out to K2 Kevin for helping us make this. I designed it myself. He helped us optimize it for just printing in general. We were able to get this down to a 37-minute print on my Core 1 with MMU. This one is a prototype. The QR code doesn't work. It's way too small. The new QR code that the XL is currently running with should have that all resolved. I'm just really nervous about the adhesion on the XL bed right now. So these are going to be quite rare, I believe. I do not know if these will be at any other show, but these will absolutely be at Open Sauce if I am successful in making them. And so if you want, I'm hesitant to call it to call it an official Prusa Maker chip. And did you use Gloop on the bed? I did not. I'm using a Wham Bam carbon fiber bed. But I did not use any adhesives because I didn't want to get any adhesive on the face of the coin. So we're gonna see what happens. This was done on a cryo bed, which I love. Zombie was actually talking about the cryo beds in his stream the other day. These things are great. I love them. But yeah, so this is all PTG, which is very tricky to print reliably on, especially with a MMU, because it's so easy for this to curl up and blob. Nano doesn't transfer. It can. It depends. I've had instances where Nano has left a residue. It has happened. I also don't know where my bottle currently is. But right now, everything appears to be printing well. I think the Purge Tower may have fucked off, which might be okay. I don't know. We'll find out. I probably should have just straight up disabled the Purge Tower, but, you know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Here, I should be able to actually pull up. Actually, no, I can't. Nano is fabulous. Hey, Pesliz, welcome. But yeah, so, what am I running now? I think I mentioned it. I'm now running a AMD Ryzen 9 9900X. So it's really funny that I went from an i9 9900K to an Ryzen 9 9900X. There is irony here. This was completely unintentional. I just went for a good offer and ended up with the same technical naming scheme of my processor. I don't know how that happened, but it did. So that's fun. Okay, so what are we doing today? So I'm gonna straight up be a little Betty Crocker here real quick. Oh, that's the wrong one. So I actually started a little bit of some other prep. So Positron will be at Open Source. I just won't be at that booth. So I went ahead and prepared some lovely little badges. Now I went ahead and I glued the backs of these because I didn't really want to deal with the filament strand, but yeah, these are the positron specific badges that I've made. I'm actually quite happy with how these turned out. Let me go ahead and zoom you guys in. So here are the colors I used. This is actually all, so this is all Jesse. This is all Jesse. This is Electric Lemonade. The border on the badge itself, this is actually an Electric Lemonade transition spool. So, Jason's gold-plated just like the rest of us. So this is Electric Lemonade transition spool that I use on the outside, and then I use Electric Lemonade on the inside. And the black is actually I'm calling it the Ghost Black. It's this Ghost Black glitter. So it's slightly translucent. So if I held up a light behind it, you can kind of see through it. I was hoping it to be a bit thicker, but this works. This is totally fine. And one thing that we're going to work on, I don't know if it's going to be tonight or something, we have to make a new maker chip. Or at least I want to make an updated positron maker chip. Now that I have access to more advanced ways to make them. So we gotta make a maker chip. And I'm thinking we're going to keep this kind of color scheme with, I really want to utilize these translucent spools really heavily. So we're going to figure that out. But yeah, these are cool. I'm excited about this. Just, I'm so hyped. I have until Thursday to get this all done. Because of course, it is at last minute do I have a really fun idea that I want to execute. And I don't actually do the idea until last minute. So, yeah. Real quick, what we have to do is we have to work on the Core 1. So, I am trying something that might be a bit stupid. I've been advised not to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. And that is... Oh wow, this just comes right off. We are printing ASA because Jet Black ASA is a little bit more matte than Jet Black PTG. So we're going to try that. I had a problem. I don't know what happened here, but we had a problem and this didn't extrude. It straight up didn't extrude. I don't know why on the first layer it didn't extrude. All the other layers were perfectly fine. So we're going to try this again. Let's do a quick wipe down. Yeah, Aaron, if I actually get off the ground. Listen. What I've done is all future travel plans, at least for the foreseeable future, I actually am always going to plan to get to the event a day before the setup day. So, for example, I'm flying out Thursday night. Now, OpenSauce has 2 setup days, so you actually do both Thursday and Friday. But I don't actually have to be there till Friday. But I'm heading out there Thursday so that I can actually, if something were to happen, I can, that looks gross. I can make sure that I can get there. Did I book with Amtrak? No. Yes, get there early, chill out there. Yep, that's the idea. And Pezlas, if I end up with another pie Pez dispenser, I'll be sure to get it your way again. I'm so happy that that did end up making it to you, as it absolutely should have. Okay. So right now, let's look at these real quick. I'm not happy with these. I am really not happy with these. Now, why am I not happy with these? The biggest thing I'm not happy with is the glossiness. Now, that is just Jet Black PTG. Jet Black PTG is very... Hey, K2, what's up? It's very glossy, and that's PTG in a nutshell. PTG is just naturally glossy. But additionally, this Prusa Orange is not really Prusa orangey. Also, yeah, Kevin, I showed off the chip. The guys in Prague are trying to print a bunch at the same time I am. So, air quotes, official. Air quotes. I'm not gonna say that's the official one until we get the blessing of Joseph himself. But no one has told me no. So, it's gonna be at the booth. So, if you don't know this, Filament PTG Orange is actually slightly translucent, just slightly. So when you print it with like 1 layer thick, it's going to get the color of what's behind it, and that makes this way darker than I want it to be. I'm not happy with it. So what I found is 3 layers is a really good medium to get the actual Prusa orange color, like here. You can see there's a stark difference. Oh, my color balance is way off. But there's a pretty decent difference between the border and the inside. And yeah, the color balance on my camera here is off. I'm gonna have to fix that later. But yeah, you can tell there's a slight difference. I assure you, this is Prusa Orange. I just, yeah, don't know why it's showing up like that. So we're gonna try this in ASA. Lots of maker chips out of exclusive colors for OpenSauce using some Starlight Neptune. Ooh, that sounds nice. So, okay, let's go ahead and go to the live screen cap. Let's pull up Fusion. So actually, ooh, I don't think I can show this. Okay, I'll just zoom in on me. Okay, so turn off you, slicer show, and then swap this to, which fun part about having a ton of Prusa slicer instances. There we go. Okay. So, all right, I'm using a to try. Oh god, these started.
Please clarify your request. I cannot understand. Turn off you slicer show and then swap this to which fun part about having it says so.
Wasn't talking to you, Google. Wasn't talking to you. The plates I made started gluing themselves to each other. Okay. Oh, shit. Sorry, I just learned, Hey, guys, real quick. I'm sure you know... One second, let me pull up Edge real quick. Edge, the browser that's safe. Okay. So, I'm sure you all know of this one website. We all use it. I know we do. Alright, we all know Filament Colors XYZ, right? Great website, especially for color matching all your filament and, you know, getting shit that you need. Just phenomenal tool. It has been informed to me that, Whoa. Sorry about that. What was that? Thank you, Nicholas, for subscribing. Yeah, as you can see here, our friend Joe has befallen some hard times. I'm going to post a link to this in the chat. I encourage you guys to share it, to spread the word, and if you can, give him some support. This is always terrible. It's always terrible to obviously lose your job and whatnot, and hopefully we can lend a hand. I sadly don't currently have the ability to support, because I just had to fix a dead computer, and that just took out my budget for this month. But I'll be sure to help send something his way next month. So let's, if you can assist, that is always appreciated. If you can't, at least spreading the word helps. Thank you to Zura for informing me of this. Hopefully we'll be able to give him a hand and whatnot. Anyway, so we have my maker chip here, and so what we need to do, so I've already sliced this and everything. So let's see, we have one, two, 3 layers. That's good. This is using a 0.25. Here's the problem. So this is using the Core 1 MMU. The Core 1 doesn't technically have a support for the, at least with the MMU, there's no profile for a 0.25 millimeter nozzle on the Core 1 MMU. So we're kind of in unknown territory, but let's go ahead and send this over, and we'll keep an eye out on the print. We'll go back there every once in a while and just be checking in on it. Yeah. So, okay, let me open up another instance of Prusa Slicer. Let me go to my chats with K2 Kevin, because he sent me the positron maker chip plenty of times. And it appears I've never pinned it in our chats together. Okay, here it is. And like an absolute mad lad, he redid it for us recently. So, Slicer. Nope, that's not the right one. Okay. So let's go over to MMU real quick. We'll probably slice this to work on the XL if I can get some time on the XL. If I can't get time on the XL, then the Core 1's going to be what's printing these chips. We have a ton of positron maker chips, so we're not doing a huge batch. I only need to make 5. for these badges, so I don't need to make too many. But let's go ahead and download. Oh, that's strange. Oh no! The file is no longer available. Okay, let me search my OneDrive. I have to have it somewhere. Hey, look at that. I found it. Oh, okay, it's being a little weird. That's fine. I can figure this out. Okay. So split. Oh, I know. Okay. There we go. That's the chip we want. So I can just delete the other two. It's fine. That's the style I like, the style I want. So we're good. So I've made the change over to Prusa Slicer fully, and I was talking to Kevin, and I know he doesn't use Prusa Slicer. I don't blame him. But I love how, mind you, Kevin, absolute mad lad. Thank you so much for helping me last night. You are a god amongst men. Okay, perfect. That's exactly what I want here. Okay. Beautiful. So that works. Let's go ahead and remove this QR code. So I want to delete that. Okay. So I found a website that, where is it? Okay, mini QR. Here, I will post the link to this. Essentially, this allows you to make a smaller than normal QR code. This is important because a normal QR code has a very high error correction rate. You don't need that. Let me be clear. The idea with high error correction is that you can, if some of the QR code gets damaged, you can scan it still. And so, for example, I think the default is like 30% or something. So if 30% of the QR code gets destroyed, you should still be able to scan it. That's great and all. Are you having trouble homing? Yes, you are. Never mind. All right. It did it. So you can, with this website, you can actually reduce the error correction level down to 7% and make an even smaller QR code as a result. So by doing that, for example, rather than having, so if you actually looked at what we had here before, so we slice that, that's a relatively bulky QR code. All caps makes it, oh. It doesn't look to have changed this website at least. So if let me pull up Adobe Acrobat here, or Illustrator. So screen capture. Okay. So that's Prusa 3D right there. That's a very simple QR code. So if I pull in the Prusa chip real quick, import 3D models only. Okay, move everything over here. No, not that. Can I? Oh, okay. I can just set instances to 1. There we go. So if you look here, same size chip, right? QR code much larger. Much larger. I guess it's weird. Whatever. I guess the service I'm using doesn't seem to be doing that. I don't know why. At least not in the generation that it's previewing me. Oh, right. Sorry. Hide that. So on the right is the Prusa QR code that I generated, and on the left is kind of the standard QR code. So this is much easier to scan, and what I've done is in this mode, I've tested it this way. This works. At least it worked last night. It worked last night, I swear. Okay. When I actually print it out, it's supposed to work because the phone can still recognize the squares and whatnot. But that is much easier to print than this was. So, anyway. Let's do that for Positron 3D. I will try the thing you guys are saying. So, okay. We're going to do PNG, save. Now, I'm specifically doing a PNG for a reason. Because for whatever reason, SVGs work weird in Illustrator. At least from that site that I generated it from. So we're going to take this. And we're just going to select that, trace, black and white logo. Since it's all squares, it doesn't matter. And then I'm just going to pull out the bits of the QR code. There are probably way better ways to do this than the way I'm doing it. This is how I've taught myself. Don't do it the way I do it. The way I do it is not the most optimal at all. Essentially what I'm doing is I'm just going through, pulling out all the white areas. Okay, that looks good. Just delete that. This is a step below how complicated Zach makes them, right? Okay, so now what I can do, if I select everything and the fill is black, that means that this SVG, the only part of this SVG is the actual QR code. So if I save this, so we're going to export, and we're just going to do POSI QR. So now, save that. We're going to close that. We're going to add modifier, SVG, POSI QR. Now, you can see here that it works. Now, if I had done this before what I just did, it'd just be a white square. But because what I just did actually makes it functional. So, okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to edit this QR. We're going to shrink it down. And we're going to select this. We're going to get the X coordinates of that. Paste it there. This helps center the actual QR code. Ooh, I made a mistake. Oh, weird. That's not supposed to happen. All right, that's good. All right, now since we're doing this at 0.2, we're gonna go 0.6 for 3 layers. Oh, right, I need to change this from default to something else. So we'll try that. There we go. All right, we want to shrink it down just a little bit more. We'll make sure we get it within the bounding box. Have that circle right there. Okay, we can bump it up just a tiny bit. There we go. That is pretty much center. It's not perfect, but this works. All right, we're gonna shrink it down just a tiny bit more. Actually, I'm gonna be chaotic, and I'm gonna do what I did with the Prusa one. So, okay. Yep, we want that to be yellow. Okay. Now, I want this blue to be black. Okay. Now we'll make this at least more of a golden color. How are we chipping the makers of even? How's the desk looking? The desk looks way worse because we had a computer crash this weekend. So, desk ain't looking too great right now. Okay. Okay, so I have electric lemonade here. Let's see what to do. So I'm going to do a Soul Black. Oh, good news. The XL is looking great. So we're going to have 40 chips by tomorrow. Yay. As long as I didn't just jinx it. Okay. I don't know what color. So I'm trying to make these out of PLA because I have electric lemonade as a PLA. So I want the inner part to be electric lemonade. Then I'm gonna do, I think, a Galaxy Black or a Soul Black, one of the two. I'm kind of leaning towards Galaxy Black. So again, these were done with the Soul Black. Oh, right, you can't see it. One second. So these were done with the Soul Black. So slightly translucent with a little bit of glitter. Kind of like that, especially since we're gonna do 100% infill on this. It should look pretty good. Then I mean, I could also do a carbon fiber PLA. Hold on, do I have carbon fiber? I believe I do. Yep, I have a carbon fiber PLA. I think we're gonna try carbon fiber PLA because I think that's just, it's gonna give it that bit of a sheen. The carbon in carbon fiber gives off this really nice little sheen, and the Sliceworks carbon fiber, I like it because it's really soft to the touch. It's really soft. So we're gonna try that. Okay, so we're gonna do carbon fiber. Now, let's see. Okay, carbon fiber there. Hear me out. I want to try this. I want to see what this looks like. What do you think? Yay or nay to the blue? Because I have Azure Blue, and I would love to use it. But I'm not sure how the Azure Blue is going to fare well with Electric Lemonade. So let's look at this real quick. Where's my electric? Ah, here it is. Here. Wait. Let me turn off the slicer. Here's the Azure Blue. And here's Electric Lemonade. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, look at those two go. That. Yes. Yes. Okay, we got our two colors. Yeah, Geek Toy Box, I'm going. I am going indeed. Make sure to stop by the Prusa booth for the currently unofficial, but hopefully soon to be official, Prusa Maker Chip. Designed by myself and made with help from K2 Kevin himself. I guess the stars aligned last night. Kevin was doing some late night work for his professional career, and I was up till 3 a.m. making this. I messaged him, not expecting a response until today, and the Mad Lad was awake. Mad Lad was up, and he was very willing to help. Massive shout out to Kevin. He is amazing. He is absolutely... He is a phenomenal member of the community, and I have so much respect for him. As Liz and him walked up to the Positron booth at my first Rocky Mountain and handed me, a stack of Positron Maker coins, I still have that. I still have them. They are very near and dear to me. This is one of them. It is enshrined in my first Smurf badge. I am never removing this. This is always going to be here because that's what got me there. This badge actually is very special to me because not only is it the first badge I made for an event, but I've actually added a decent amount of personal inspirations to this. So obviously we have Sanjay Mortimer. The dude's a legend. May he rest in peace. But this is a Voron design badge, which Voron was a heavy inspiration for Positron. This blue is high five blue because, one, Sanjay loved blue, and I love blue, but also it is Joel Telling's color. Joel gave me this roll of high five blue that I use this at my first 3D Printopia. And I forget the black I used. I think this is Cookie Cat. That is a Cookie Cat, I think, Dark Magic for the background. And I fell in love with Cookie Cat. It's what I built a lot of my printers out of. So this has a lot of personal meaning to me. And so this chip is enshrined and helps pull that all together. This was made by a member of our community. I'm forgetting their name off the top of my head, but you can see they added my pronouns to this, and it's cool because it's just infill. I love this. I love this so much. And this looks so good. I think they made this. No, they didn't make this all on a Positron. But they brought their Positron to Smurf, and that was fun. And I never got this signed, but I got pied that day. This Sanjay Mortimer 2024 was very special to me. It was also the first event that my dad ever went to. He never has ever been to a Rap Festival, but he decided to join me to Sanjay Mortimer. So it was It was amazing. It was... Sorry, choking up. Highlight of 2024. It was the only thing that could possibly have topped that trip with my dad was the fact that I got offered a job at Printed Solid on New Year's Eve. I can't. 2024 was wild. Anyway, back to the maker chip. So we're definitely going with this color scheme. So, question. I don't want to make the QR code a super reflective color. Now, when you print Azure Blue, it ends up looking like this. It's not super shiny. It is not as shiny as Electric Lemonade. Electric Lemonade is super shiny. But this has a little bit of a glimmer to it, just not too much of a glimmer. So I don't know if I want to make the QR code the same blue. I don't think I will. I don't think I want to do that. Let's see. I think, and I do want it to kind of press against the frame a bit there. I'm intentionally doing that. So, okay, let's see here. Colors. I mean, I could do the transition spool. So let's set that to 4, and then 4 will make this like really pale yellow. That works. The transition spool isn't super... No, it's shiny. That's going to cause a problem for scanning. I need a matte filament. I need a matte color. I don't really have many that could be a matte color, though. You know what's funny? This could be a Rickroll this whole time. I should have made this a Rickroll. Oh man, I should have done that. Why didn't I do that? I should have made that QR a Rickroll while we were working on it. I don't have Yellowbird. I don't have Yellowbird. I'm looking at my filament wall right now. What do I have? In terms of yellow, the only things I really have... I could do... No, I can't get that into the... Oh, man, that would work perfectly if I could have gotten it in there. I have a vanilla bean ice cream, but I can't use that because it's on a spool that's too large. Okay, this... In the right side frame here, I'm going to try it with this, because actually when printed, this is a little dull. So we're going to try it with that. We're going to try it. But I can't try this until either the XL is done, which... Is there a problem, XL? I'm like trying to see if there's a print issue, but it doesn't look like there is. It looks like everything's sticking so far. Yeah, so far so good. No, we have one chip that's actually making a very big problem right now. Okay, so let's go. You guys can't see this, sorry. Okay, is that number 29? Yeah, number 29 and the one right next to it. Cancel. Cancel, okay. Alright, looks like the cancel command went through. Okay, so we have 2 coins that didn't make it in this batch so far. One of them probably would have been fine, but I'm not seeing promising stuff from it, so better safe than sorry. Canceled 2 of them. So that brings us down to what? Oh, that brings us down to 32 chips. That's fine. I have it set so that it's making chips every 8 hours, so that I can start it right before I go to bed. Sorry, when you go click on the Prusa Connect tab, it turns, it's just blank. So, anyway. Okay, so we're gonna set this to black, and then set that to default. Okay. Filament 2 is gonna be the blue. That works. Filament 3, let's make that the there, and then filament 4, let's make that the gold. Okay, there we go. And then I'm just gonna make that green so it stands out. Okay, so swap that with 4, that with 3. There we go. That works. Okay, so now, let's see. So that's 46 minutes. Let's go ahead and... There's another trick that... that I was taught. So, go ahead and add a cylinder. And you want to make this cylinder about the same size as the maker chip. But we're going to make this 2.8. Right? Actually, no, we're going to make this 2.6. Let's make it 2.4. Okay. Oh, shit, that was supposed to be a modifier. Oops. Okay, delete that. Add modifier cylinder. There we go. All right, so scale. Well. All right, so make this 2.6. There we go. And then 40/40. Okay, now just gonna get this lined up. There we go. Now we're going to set this to about 38. So now if we slice this, watch this. So that's going to help. Oh, wait, I have to set that to black, right? Okay. That just took this chip from taking 47 minutes to 35. What we just did right there. So we still have, oh, hold on. We have to adjust this because that's one bottom layer and one top layer. Hold on a second. So generic cylinder, let's make this 2.4. Oh, still doing the thing. Let's make sure that the position is appropriate. Okay, it is. So let's set the size of this to 2. Okay, we still saved several minutes on this. There we go. Now we have 1, 2, 3 layers. 1, 2, 3 layers. And still, we saved a lot of... We saved a decent amount of time. So it was 47 minutes, now it's 43. Now, another thing that I was told to do is just go 100% infill. And that went from 43 to 44 minutes. So we saved 3 minutes per chip. There's other optimizations that we could do, but this works. I'm not a genius here. K2 showed me that trick. It's a very useful trick. There's another trick that he told me about that was like a fake ironing chip, but I can't do it in Bruce's slicer. So that sadly just won't be a thing. But yeah, there we go. A new positron chip. That's gonna look pretty good. I'm happy with that. All right, how's the XL doing? Let's just check in on that real quick. Looking fantastic. I see a bit of issue in the top right, so we're going to preemptively... Which way is up? This. It's like this. This way is up. One of the things you want to do is you want to print the logo facing down so you can get the plate texture really nice. Makes a really nice first layer. This you can smooth out later by rubbing chips together. So, yeah. Okay. Now what? Right. Real quick, I have to go to Versa Connect, dashboard. I have to cancel 2 more chips. There we go. Okay. We're keeping a very close eye on this XL. It looks like 2 chips didn't fully form, so we're canceling them. Everything else is looking pretty good, all things considered. I'm nervous, man. I'm really nervous about the chips. I'm nervous. Because, you know, I'm making these for Prusa. Meant to do large nomad. Yeah, I'm making these for Prusa. And that's not like something I do very often, you know? Let me see something here. All right, I'm gonna have a problem doing that. I want to pull in the stream, but it gives me issues with that for some reason. Let me open up VLC. I have to re-download VLC. Right. Yeah, I wiped my computer and everything to, you know, get all this going. Oh, right, my stickers. Oh, wonderful. Okay. I ordered stickers, Nomad's Galaxy stickers, brand new ones, for tomorrow. For open source, and I expedited shipping them. They should be here by tomorrow. I made sure to give it an extra day, just in case it wasn't here by tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be here by Wednesday. Okay, let's see. Open network stream, RTSP. How's it go? RTSP, IP address, so... So it's really weird about yes, that's the correct IP address. So let me try TSP. Okay, so a really weird problem I have with VLC is that it can't open up the Prusa buddy camera streams for some reason. I don't know why, but it is struggling. So let's try a different application here. As a result, I can't really bring it into Streamlabs/OBS because Streamlabs/OBS relies on they rely on what's it called? Can we get an open source log? I'll stream from there. At least I'll probably do like a short stream when I get to the hotel room or something. I don't know. I'll stream from my phone a little bit. Okay. RTSP. So I'm not able to open it up from my I'm not able to open up the RTSP stream in VLC, but I can open it up. What the fuck? I can open it up on my phone? But okay, that's weird. I can't open it here at all. Yeah, on my phone it works just fine, but RTSP 92.168.0.122/live. No, that didn't work at all. That's really weird. I should be able to open up the RTSP. Oh, right, we need to see how the Core 1's doing. Oh, the Core 1's doing, whoa. Not so great. I mean, it looks like it recovered. I don't know what happened there. It just didn't... Filament didn't adhere. I'm having some weird problems with this 0.2mm nozzle. Like, it shouldn't be having problems. But it is. Yeah, F's in the chat. I don't know why this is... Like, it might survive. It might not fail. I don't know. We'll see. The problem is this is a 4-hour print. So I don't know what causes that to not adhere to the bed. I might swap it out for a textured PEI sheet. Maybe that will help. I don't know. But I'm trying to do a 0.25 on these so that I can get the really small details. Because like if you look at this, the by Joseph Prusa, that's just a squiggle. It doesn't say by Joseph Prusa, it says Joseph Prusa. It says So I'm hoping that a 0.25 nozzle can fix that. But I don't know. We shall find out. Worst case scenario, I print this on... What the hell? Oh, there's a town hall. Oh, jeez. I just got a ping in the open source Discord. Looks like they're doing a town hall. I'm just like, I'm just sitting here like, I don't care. The only reason I don't care is because Prusa is going to be one of, from what I understand, I could be wrong, Prusa is going to be one of the biggest sponsors this year of open source. So, I have no idea how big the booth we have is. I presume it's going to be big. I presume. I could be wrong. There's always a chance that I'm wrong. Okay. All right, these seem to be dry now. I keep reaching over for, yep, that's dry. It's good. Ooh, no, that's not dry. But I'm gonna still put a little bit of filament through here, just to be absolutely safe. What filament do I care least about? Some clear. This is a PLA though. Do I have PETG? Yes, I do. Some clear PETG will do perfect for this. Okay. Yes, or I don't know what I'm flying. Let me check. 1 second. Phone's in the pocket. Oh, that just absolutely scared the crap out of me. I opened up my American Airlines app and it said could not find trip. That scared me. Aircraft information, it's an Airbus. I'll be safe. Trim that. See how far I can get in. Oh, okay, I'm in. Now, I don't have to go all the way through. Once you are in, that's good enough. I'll push it in just a bit further. Okay, there we go. There we go. Never been on a plane? I mean, that's not unheard of, but still a little surprising this day and age. My grandma was always terrified of flying. She hated planes. That's not going in. Okay, good, it did not snap off in there. That would have been a problem. Flying is interesting. I wouldn't call flying fun. If you were going on a short trip, like where you're only flying for like an hour, yeah, I could say flying is fun. But if you're going on, you know, a 7-hour flight, flying's boring. I'd rather be on a train for 7 hours than a plane. But that is just me. Takeoff's the best part. The rest, it's the other way around for me. I love landing. Because landing feels like a roller coaster. I love roller coasters. Alright, there we go. That's good. That is set. Let's now do Smitsky's. Did Amtrak really do say every weekend see? Oh, I love Amtrak, especially in the Northeast Corridor, the best. Yeah, outside the Northeast Corridor, it's terrible. Mind you, still fun to take a train, in my opinion. It's one of the best ways to travel, in my opinion. Is one of the safer ways to travel. Mind you, flights are actually still statistically the safest way to travel. Did I get any of that in? I don't know. Oh, yeah, I got a bit in. As long as I get a shim of material in there, I'm happy. Go. Smitsky, you're done. Now, I am making... Who's your favorite Thomas the Tank Engine character? I feel... I don't know, man. Probably Thomas. No, Lady. Lady. Fight me, I like the Magic Railroad. I grew up watching The Magic Railroad as a kid with Alec Baldwin and a train that completely broke the canon of Thomas the Tank Engine. Fight me, I liked it. Sparkle, 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 motherfucker. What was that? Something just made noises I did not like. What was that? Who did it? Was it the XL? It was not the Core 1, which that's really good to see. So, how to be the XL? Oh shit. Okay, that chip is a loss. It's 5 chips down. Looks like my back right area is a little cursed right now. I was trying to extract that chip before it causes a problem. Yeah, I'm aware. Yeah, that caused a pretty bad problem, actually. Oh, and our purge tower is fucked. Okay, I may cancel this and try with a different bed. Damn, that curled up. I really don't like using PTG all that much. But this is all I have in this translucent color. And I really want to use that translucent color. We lost the purge tower, so I'm canceling the whole print. Okay, what time is it right now? Okay, so it's 9 o'clock. Let's see here. Okay, if we start a print over again, then it will end at 5 a.m. What plates do I have? Man, I could do the satin bed. I don't want to do the satin bed. I hate the satin bed. Chat, should we do satin bed for a smooth finish or textured PEI? What should we do? Got satin. Oh. Never mind, I'm a liar. All I have is satin. For the XL, all I have is satin. I don't have anything else for the XL. So, I'm a liar, apparently. Still, oh, I found my nanopolymer. Alright, let's look at the carnage. This was doing really well, except in that back corner. I'm actually tempted... You know what? We're going to try this again. We're going to treat it, though. We're going to use nanopolymer. Because I really, really, really want... So this is real carbon fiber here. This is real carbon fiber. And I really want that texture to come up onto the... onto the chips. Because that is an awesome pattern. Okay. Let's go ahead and remove the failed ones. I don't know where my scraper has gone. I used to have one. Yeah, I don't know where my scraper went. It's fine. I could just use this defunct company's business card. Oh yeah, that is... When that works, oh, that works so well. It's really smooth. Chow has partnered with them to win some free nano. What? Yeah, I guess Pezliz gives away some nanopolymer, which is pretty cool. We have an affiliate link. So if you go to what is it? Vision Miner / World's Worst Vape Juice, you can get 5% off. I do not like satin. I don't know why. I just don't. Just not the finish for me. Okay, so now that I've touched this, oh right, I need to do a goal. And I'll do it another time. Yeah, I need to start using super chat goals and stuff like that more. Because I really, actually really, this is not a joke. I need to start saving up money for a new GPU. Because that's going to be going away soon. It's not going to be lasting much longer. Okay. This is nice and clean. Our official carbon fiber. Shake it vigorously. Oh, did I just get that on my keyboard? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. I almost did. This is a Wham Bam. This is a Wham Bam carbon fiber plate. You are supposed to do multiple coats of nanopolymer. Like their instructions literally are put on what you think is too much. What you think is too much is actually too little. At least that is the instructions from NPA. Okay. So now that is coated with NPA. Gonna let that dry a little bit. Get a whole bottle all at once. Yeah, I mean I don't believe that would be an incorrect amount. I do need to get a new bottle myself. Just waiting on that. Let's tie a little bit right here. Just waiting on that to dry. That's not gonna dry. You can use a little bit of, from what I understand, you can actually use a little bit of IPA to reactivate it. Oh, that did not work out, actually. Shit. Yeah, so you can use a little bit of IPA, just a little bit, to reactivate it, to soften it. Trying to make sure there's no like weird spots near where the chips are going to be. Looks like we're good. Okay. Let's get this on. Okay. And the core one's doing great. I think I'm going to cancel one of the name tags, though, just to err on the safe side of things. So we're going to cancel... Oh, it's mine. Mine's the one that's giving us the problems. Alright, so mine is now canceled. It's fine, I'll just move my badge to another plate, and then print that tomorrow. Okay, back to what I was doing before that interrupted me. Okay, I was still working on Jason's. Okay. Haven't done Joe's or physics yet. Now, I don't know if Nathan is going to actually be able to attend open source. He's trying, from what I understand, but he may not be able to make it. Where'd that go? There it is. I have to start downloading shows for my flight. Any recommendations? Ah, shit. The one thing I was actually worried that would happen just happened. That broke off inside. Let's see if I can, what's that further? No. Aaron, you freaking troll. Rather not watch smut. Did I get? Oh, that's actually gone pretty far in there. Right. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic cutscenes. Note to self, don't ask chat, or specifically Aaron, for any advice on the subject. Orville was on sale. I watched all of Orville. I could rewatch it though. Not a terrible idea. Murderbot is on my list. You know what? Silo. I should download Silo. I'm all caught up on Dr. Stone. Thanks to my canceled flight to Rocky Mountain. I'm all cut off on Dr. Stone now. Nathan, are you at all still intending on coming to Open Sauce? You haven't given me an update on that. I made you a badge just in case. Alright. Well. You have a badge. If you are able to make it, this will be waiting for you. If you do not make it, this will be burned in an incinerator. No badge for you. No, I'm kidding. I'll give it to you another time. Okay, there we go. Oh, it's PLA. I thought that was PETG. Oh, that was the PETG. Oh, shit. I just filled these all up with PLA. Well, I mean, to be fair, they're made of PLA anyway, so you know what? It's fine. These are really easy. If I had to remake these, I could easily do that. All right, there we go. We got Nathan, Joe, Jason, Smitsky, and me. I will be wearing both. I'll be wearing both, you know, my Nomad one and my Prusa one. Or yeah, I'll be wearing both. So, yeah. Oh, I forgot to actually hit start on the XL print there. All right, looks like the Core 1 print is going quite well. Where do I have a ping? Oh, open source. It's the night of the pings from the open source Discord. Hey, John, what's up? All right, so these are all done. Just have to make the actual coins, which, let's see. Okay, we're playing a game of time here. So the current badges that are printed on the Core 1 are going to take another 3 hours from now. So that's going to be midnight. Yeah, there will be a giveaway tonight. We'll be doing that in about an hour. Okay, so in 3 hours, the new plate of names will be done. Let's see here. So I have to move mine over to the other plate. Okay. I'm going to preemptively align these more so to the left. Okay. Aaron, some sentences you type are cursed. They're just the most cursed thing that could exist on the internet. Just saying. That sentence, especially, is cursed. What you and your girlfriend do in bed is entirely up to you. I have no idea if that was intentional for Aaron, but totally turning it that way. My chat is full of friggin' degenerates. Aaron is noticeably silent. Well, yeah, that's what happens when your mouth... I'm not finishing that sentence. Nope. I am not finishing that sentence. Oh, man. Listen, I can dish it out. Again, this is not a family-friendly stream. Anybody who thinks that my streams are family-friendly are woefully mistaken. Woefully mistaken. This stream, this is for adults, man. Especially adults that have the brains of children that laugh at the most crudest of jokes. We're all children, and that's okay. Right, I'm liking how this is turning out so far. This is looking good. Once we get a little bit of blue in here, I feel like it's going to tie it together really nicely. That's going to be nice. The Prusa ones are all orange all the way through. Not a ton of color deviance here. But there's some subtle, like there's Galaxy Black PLA in the background of this piece here. And then this is going to be ASA Jet Black. And then the chip is going to have Jet Black PETG, so it'll be a little bit shinier. And then some translucent PETG. So, all coming together. This is every shade of orange. actually starting to wish I had other shades of orange. I don't. I just have Prusa. Who's Joseph? Giuseppe? I don't know, man. I don't know who this Joseph guy is. You know, he decided to tag along with the rest of the gang here, of which I won't really reveal their names right now. But yeah, this guy's just kind of tag along. Don't know who he is. Everyone needs a +1, right? I do know, if you often come to these shows, our friend Rudolph will be there. Tommy and Mikolov will be there. So, you know, the titular 3, aside from just Joseph, it's gonna be there. And I'm making nameplates for all of them. I just have to wait. Heard Rudolph just, oh my god. I want to say I dare you to say that to him, but I might lose a friend if I do. Specifically, Rudolph might look at me funny, and I don't want that to happen. All right, well, so these are done. These are done. I'm pretty happy with them. A little bit of glue in the back just to help reinforce things at the corners. Put the piece of PLA through the side. So these are very firmly held in place. These are not falling out anytime soon. I like how this turned out. What's nice about the positron logo is that the positron logo can easily be done with a 0.4 nozzle. So, you know, this actually turned out really nicely. I don't have to go back and do this again with a 0.25 nozzle. The open source logo doesn't look great, but is what it is. The Prusa research logo I'm doing with 0.25 because that needs to be done with a 0.25. It looks like the XL has started up again. Really hoping that this works out a lot better this time around. All right, it started. I think with the application of nanopolymer, we should be good. Should be. That is the key word. Shit, I forgot it's a Monday. I stayed up so late last night that I totally forgot that it's a Monday. All right, catching up on some messages here. All right. Yeah, by the way, it's Monday, right? I want to figure out how I can get the Prusa camera onto into the stream. I can get it on my phone, but I don't know how I can immediately get it onto the stream. I have the RTSP, but as far as I'm aware, it's not. VLC doesn't work. So if I do real quick, if I do this and I do sources, let's see. Let's try this. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. This media share. Nope, don't need that. It's not browser source technically. That's the problem. It's technically a media file. We could try browser source. Let's see. Is this it? Hold on. No. I could do RTSP. Close. Refresh cache. I do live. Nope. What the hell? Okay, so if I open up my phone, go to the Prusa app, and if we go to Pleiades, camera. Camera's not connected. What? Oh! That would do it. Whoops. My camera was off that entire time. That's why it wasn't working. Okay, so we do media file. Prusa XL. Input RTSP. 554/live. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Matt Al, thank you so much. I forgot about the port number. I totally forgot about the port number. So let's just stare at this for a bit, shall we? I'm nervous about it. But so far we don't see any peeling, which is good. It means the NPA is working. Is this what to expect with Printed Solid R&D? Listen, I said this once and I'll say it again. Printed Solid Research and Development. We are paid to come up with potentially bad ideas. There's no lie there. There's no lie there. Just ask David how many times I've come up with a bad idea and he's walked in and be like, why don't you do it this way? And I'd be like, oh, yeah. That makes sense. Smitsky! LDO Jason. I didn't know if I should have just stuck with Jason. I felt like doing LDO Jason was appropriate. I could have made him one that had the LDO logo, but this is the Positron booth. He's getting a Positron badge. Do you actually get work done? Yeah, we do. We got a ton of work done. Me and Mitch are the whole reason 4-1s are going to be made here in the USA. Or assembled here. As per Joseph's announcement earlier this year. Yeah. We've been working really hard to make that happen. So, because because it is a case of when you start seeing Core 1s assembled or made in USA. Hi. I will have been directly part of that. I'm talking like making it possible. I'm not talking like I make it. Like when any of you guys are at 3D Printopia, believe tours. Like there will be a tour after 3D Printopia. So you'll be able to actually see all the work that we've done. Feels good. After all this time, it feels really good. My hands hurt. Ugh. When will you be getting your AFC? What is an AFC? I don't know. Me no no. So, okay, what it's doing right now on the XL, this is an additional purge block I added, which actually is no longer needed. Let me cancel that. That purge block was exclusively for that purge block was exclusively for what's it called? When I was using the MMU. The Prusa multi. Oh, you mean AFS? It's AFS, automatic farm system. The AFS is the automatic farm system. It's coming. I don't actually know too much about it. I mean, I know about it. I know that it is essentially what was the test bed for the Prusa XL, from what I understand. They took that and they scaled it up for the Prusa XL, from what I know. Well, AFC is... What is AFC? Why do... Oh. That's a furry convention. Anyway. When will we be getting one in your basement? I would love an AFS in the basement. Dude, that'd be wild. I know nothing at this time. Yeah, I mean, I don't know anything about the AFS. I know nothing. I know they showed it off in Dubai. I believe that it was, a test platform of some kind. But, yeah, I know nothing. All I know is speculation that the general public has. I have nothing additional. Also, I feel like every time I mention David, just like his ear twitches and then he logs into the stream. Yeah. Every time I make a joke about how I come up with stupid ideas, David suddenly appears to just confirm. Hello, David. Welcome to the chat. Quick, stop spilling the beans about which filament tastes best. But vanilla bean ice cream tastes so good. I love my vanilla bean ice cream. It's not because of the secret microphone. When did you come to my house? Hold up a minute. Oh, you put it in the printer, didn't you? You put it in the Core 1. He's an AI bot looking for keywords. No, he has an AI. I don't know. Maybe he is an AI bot looking for keywords. We're working on maker chips right now. just praying that the XL doesn't give us any problems. So far, it looks like it's going to be good, so I am happy with it. Oh, I have something here. So yeah, Bruiser products. Yeah, right. I have a handful of these now. I have to figure out what to do with these. I have a handful of them. I was told figure out something to do with them or throw them away. So, now I have a blower fan. I have a very powerful blower fan. So, do you guys have any idea what I should use this for? Put it on the DAC. It keeps overheating. Oh, we replaced the DAC. The DAC is completely replaced now. It's Nomad's only fan. No, it's my favorite fan. Okay, that was awkward. I'm not gonna do that again. Yeah, this is beefy. Also, hey, autofocus, can you? There we go. Yeah, this is beefy. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I think this is the same kind of fan they use for recirculating air in the enclosure. Not his only fan, just his biggest fan. Thanks, David. Okay. Here's another fun one. Here. So, oh. Okay. These are those ESP cameras that I got, a bit ago. I upgraded their camera module, but now there's a problem. Essentially, the camera module is a little too large. At least the connector... Oh, wait. I take everything I said back. That just went in appropriately. I'm a liar, apparently. Where's the other one? Okay, it's right here. Where did I put the camera module? Here it is. Yeah, I was having problems earlier actually getting this to fit inside the slot, but that just worked. So maybe I was just doing it wrong? I was just doing it wrong. That just worked. This is the Core 1 one. David, any tips on how to reduce noise on the Prusa Mini? Get one of these. And just replace that blower fan on the back of the Prusa Mini with one of these. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Yeah, that thing's the same size as the Prusa Mini. It might as well be. I'm trying to look for the cap to this little camera. Anyway, I can't seem to find it. It has... No, it's right here. Let's put that over that. Put it in an enclosure. Next gen enclosure sold by Printed Solid. Or, you know, you could be boring and get the Prusa Mini enclosure. Both of them work great for that purpose. Oh, only one of them is a Printed Solid original, though. Look at me helping pay the bills. Anyway. These are turning out a lot better. Oh my god. Actually, I didn't realize how fast layer height that went. That's pretty good. Hashtag salesman. Listen, we're prepping for open source. I was actually explaining earlier that this is all Jesse. This is all Jesse. All of this. So, this is, if you buy some of the transition spools, you can get some unique colors that are really good as accent colors to primary Jesse colors. So again, for example, this is a transition spool of Electric Lemonade, so you still get a little bit of that shine, but it accents Electric Lemonade very well. So it is great. This is a great reason to get transition spools. It is, let's be clear, when you buy a transition spool, it is a mixed bag. You're going to get something random. You're not going to get anything specific. But what you can do after you get that transition spool, figure out the transition that it was part of. It will typically say on it, maybe? I don't know. You can figure out pretty easily what transition spool it was part of, and then you can get that primary color, and then bam, you have a primary and accent color that complements one another. It works. Let me show you. So, okay. Here we go. So again, this is the transition spool. This is Electric Lemonade. These perfectly accent one another really, really well. These work really well together. So that's a little trick that I do. Whenever I see a transition spool, I like to grab it if I have an accompanying primary color. That way I can do color choices like these, because this just complements itself and it works really well for this purpose. So I am actually really excited to use these colors again in the maker chip that we'll be putting together. Aaron, I should probably head into bed to work on Prusa wire documentation. Yes, you do. Hey, you want a blast from the past? Here's an old Prusa wire motor mount that I designed. I'm still really proud of this design, the fact that it uses or can use either heat set inserts or square nuts. I'm still really proud of this. Motor mounted here using these screws here, and then you would, well, first you would mount, wait. Okay, sorry. You would first mount the motor, either put in your inserts before that or put in your square nuts on each side, and then you put this up against the frame of the printer and you screw in from this side. Like, this is so good. Oh, you posted a preview of documentation? I'll have to check that out. This is over-engineered. It is designed to be printed, I believe, in this orientation. So you can see the teardrop, that's intentional to make sure that overhangs as small as possible. Doing other tricks to remove overhangs. I'm very proud of this design. I'm sad that this is no longer used, but honestly, it's for the best. This was a little design I was so very proud of. Oh, wow. That looks pretty good. Good job, Safe. Aaron. I don't know what to call you anymore. Oh, you were the one that was bugging Chris about the Prusa wire. I thought it was someone else. I'm not going to show it just yet because it needs to be proofed by other people. I don't want to show off pre-production stuff just yet. But we are, in terms of the Prusa wire, where is... So the Prusa wire hopefully will be ready next week, maybe? No promises. Let me be clear. No promises at all. Yeah, we're at the point where it's wired up. Sorry, I stopped hearing noises and it concerned me. We're at the point where it's wired up, so it's gonna be interesting. We're gonna very soon see how everything works together. No build instructions, yeah. No build instructions. You'll be working off the CAD. Good luck. There will be build instructions that we're working on. We're not there yet. We're working on it. Aaron here is working on it, actually. Bringing it to... we'll definitely be building one and bringing it to Printopia, 100%. That's going to be... I want... This is what I want to do. I want to convert one of these to a Core 1. I want to take its frame. I want to convert it to a Prusa wire. Then I want to get both Joseph and the Voron guys to sign it. I want to have an existential crisis printer that says, I wish I was a Prusa and I wish I was a Voron. Because it is equally halfway between both. It is too good to pass up that opportunity. So, that's what I want to do. We'll see if that's what happens in the end. I hope it is, because that would be amazing. Then he's an Ender 3 hot end. Oh my god. No. No. You're evil. You're evil, evil, evil. Yeah, the Discord's a little weird. As it grows, it's just more and more problematic. But we're working on it. We're trying to prevent creep. Did that? Oh. I thought the XL stopped moving for a moment, but no, it just... Yeah, the XL cam. Oh, I know why. I know why. Hold on. It's a me fault. That's all I know. I opened it on my phone. I should not have done that. Oh, it died. XL camera? Oh. It was there. There we go. Yeah, it's not able to multi-stream, so if you open it up on your phone, it's going to kill the stream if you're doing it to anywhere else. As we have found out. But it looks like it attempts every second, or I just said it attempt every second, but by default it's 10, at least in OBS/Streamlabs. Seriously, being able to move these cameras is a game changer. I love that they added that. It's so good. Look at that pretty thing. Yeah, very pretty. Has some custom cooling ducts that I'm testing out from Ollie 3D. We'll see where it goes. I already had one shatter on me, but that was my fault. It's actually a blob formed on a print I was doing. and it rammed into the resin cooling ducts, and it shattered the cooling ducts. Is there shmoo in the back center coin? I think it's... No shmoo. Everything's fine right now. It's just bad lighting. Yeah, everything is fine right now. What you're likely seeing is the reflection of the black on the plate. That's probably what you're seeing. Trying to think what else I got, but I really don't have much of anything. Oh, wait, right. We were doing this. Duh. Okay. Let me... I'm gonna just do it this way. Hello. Okay, so... click that in. Right, take that off. Now, these are 128-degree cameras. No, it is not a full build plate print. Are you... Okay. Oh, wow, that is so much better. Can't rotate for some reason. Okay. Have a good night, one. Aaron. Okay, so yeah, this is working. I hate your slang. Okay. So this should be 120, yeah, field of view. So I'll be able to plug this in. I have to let's do a bit of CAD work, because the case that was designed for this chip does not fit this now. Because it was designed for the one that comes stock. The one that comes stock is terrible. So let's do some CAD. Where are my calipers? They are somewhere. Let me go find my calipers real quick. I found some USB-C rechargeable calipers. I need to get those again. But for now, I have these ones from Adafruit that are solar charged. They aren't super precise. They only go to 0.1 millimeter. What's the new camera I got? Okay, so this is the ESP Seed Studio S3 camera. It comes with these modules. But what I did was I looked up compatible modules, and I found this one, which is a massive upgrade. But it's a drop-in replacement. So, I forget what it's called. Okay, let's pull up Fusion. And let's find that ESP Core 1. Set this to here. Post it so you can upgrade yours. Okay. Let me open up Amazon real quick. Whoops. Amazon. That's what I typed in. All right. Orders. Here you go. Yeah, just trim that link for you. There you go, Matt Al. That is the camera I grabbed for it. It's only $8 or $9. Not bad. Pretty happy with that. Okay, anyway. So we need to really simply, I just need to go in here and increase this. Essentially, now it is too small for this to fit through. So let's see here. So it's just 10, so we'll do 11. One second, handling an open source thing. Sorry, just had to handle something. All right, so we said 11. Let's go here. Boop. 11. Simple. And I'm not changing anything else. Well, actually, oof. Yeah, we'll change this a little bit. So I can get the lens through there. There we go. Okay. That should be fine. That should prevent the chip from going all the way through, but allow the camera through. Hopefully. Yeah, it should. Okay. So now I just need to take this and we need to print this out. Luckily, I have a printer currently available and ready to print this. Let me go and get that ready real quick. I need Filament PETG. Oh, I do have a spool available. I was sitting here like, uh-oh, I'm out of available spools. I have Filament PETG, but it's in use by like most of the machines. All right. Yeah, I just gotta grab this. Go. Sorry, just doing something. Okay, sorry with that. Sorry, I'm getting a bunch of questions about open source stuff. I just have to answer it real quick. Sorry. Essentially, open source coordination is a little chaotic. And not entirely certain if the people who are supposed to have tickets are going to get tickets. We are hoping that they do, but there is a chance that they don't, and that's a problem. So, not really sure what to do. There's not much I can do, because we just haven't gotten a response from open source people. For positron related proof. Okay. And all right, so that's done. It is about that time. Let's go ahead and pull up the Google Forms, and let's go ahead and open up that giveaway, ladies and gents. You know the drill. Go ahead and fill out that form. And in about 30 minutes, we will be doing a giveaway. Ooh. All right. Not forgot you guys can see my thingies. Oopsies. Not that I was doing anything weird. Just messaging people. Trying to figure out this whole open source situation. Let me see if I got Eventbrite. I need to check that. Okay. Wait, is this okay? Yeah, my desk. Look, okay, listen. My computer blew up. I had to quickly fix it, and thus desk is a mess. Sorry, this whole open source stuff is getting out of hand. Essentially, I have 2 tickets for open source. That's confirmed. I submitted a request for additional tickets, and we never got confirmation. So I'm like, we got 3 people going for the positron booth, and I got 2 tickets. I requested an additional 2, but I never got confirmation of those additional 2. So, yeah. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, I got 2 tickets, and we need a 3rd. Yeah, it is very stressful. Oh boy. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. You know, I'm not gonna say that I know how difficult organizing an event can be. I don't. But what I do know is that an arbitrary limit of just 2 tickets per booth. What the hell? Like, okay. I get that you don't want to just be giving out free tickets to an event that you charge almost $200 for people to attend. So I get that you don't want to just give out free tickets. I think $200 is fucking insane. I understand that an event as big as this is, you kind of need that, but you also have a ton of sponsors to help you. I can go on forever. 3 should be the minimum. Because 2 people at a booth, you'll never be able to see the event as an exhibitor. You'll never. You need at least 3. So that 2 people at the booth can handle everything, and then 1 person can go get lunch, can go walk around a bit, can take a break. If you have 2 people only, and 1 person takes a break, that 1 person is the only person that can take care of the booth for however long that break takes. That could be a long break. You need to do it in shifts. You can't just do 2 people. Yeah, it's ridiculous, especially when you're dealing, like, when you're a 3D printer person, you're typically printing some high valuable equipment. You don't want to just leave that there. That's not what you want to do. So it's not fun. If open source is cool. Go as an attendee if you can afford it. I said this before, and I'll say it again. I was not planning on attending this year. At all. The only reason I am is because I didn't go to Rocky Mountain. That's the only reason I'm going to open source. No other reason. I initially did not want to go to open source as an exhibitor. I just didn't. I'm now going for Prusa because I was already going and I offered help Prusa. That's why that's happening. Yeah. As an exhibitor, it's a stressful event. I bet some exhibitors probably have a great time. It really depends on what you're exhibiting, but it can be stressful. Oh, it's free. It's free for a booth. If you're an exhibitor, it's free. You don't have to pay to exhibit. It's 2 days. 2 setup days and then 2 primary days. So it's free to exhibit, which that's cool. I like that. But I still hate the arbitrary limit of 2 people. And then you have to request additional. And I requested additional months ago, and we're still waiting on those tickets. They just did a town hall, and they just put out another Google form saying, submit here for additional passes. So it sounds like they just threw out the original form for requesting additional passes and told people to do this. I don't know, man. I don't know. All I know is that I do have an emergency pass I could probably give, but I can't promise that emergency pass. So that's only for emergencies. We'll figure it out. Yeah, it was bad last year too. It wasn't good. Well, I know you submitted, Smitsky. I know I submitted. Let's hope that we get a last minute thing. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how much the tickets actually are. I'm guessing 200. It's expensive. As an attendee, it is I don't like the event. The venue last year, Open Source, had a square footage of about the size of 3D Printopia next year. If you haven't known, 3D Printopia is going to the Pennsylvania Convention Center in Philadelphia. I am very familiar with the Pennsylvania Convention Center in Philadelphia. It is massive. It is huge. It used to be a train station. It is one of my favorite places. And it costs like $60 for tickets, typically a convention there. For 3D Printopia, tickets have historically been like $15 or something like that. Which, when you're renting a space like that, totally reasonable, totally fine. Who cares? But $200? I don't know, man. I don't know. Let me tell you a story about 2024 Open Source. So, Joseph Prusa, he sponsored last year. It makes sense without exhibitors paying, sure, but I think I would rather exhibitors pay a little bit if it brought the cost down for attendees. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather share the burden rather than force the burden. At least that's my opinion. And like maybe have a form where you could submit for a free, free booth or something. I don't know. I don't have an answer, and I don't even know if my answer would actually be practical or would actually work. I've never hosted an event. I hope I never host an event like this because it is stress beyond stress imaginable. Anyway, last year, Prusa, also sponsored it, and they were told that they couldn't attend the after party, even though Joseph literally said, "But I paid for this. Like, I'm sponsoring this." And then they kind of caved and let him in with the rest of the... Actually, no, sorry. They were only going to let Joseph in because Joseph was a content creator. That was like the rule. Like, it was only supposed to be Joseph. And then Joseph was like, "No, I paid to sponsor this event. You're going to let us in." And so they caved. And that's because, again, Joseph was one of the biggest sponsors of the event. So all I know is that 3D Printopia 2026 in Philadelphia is going to be awesome. I'm going to be giving some tours a little bit, just in the local area of the event center. I'm not going to go crazy. We're going to get some good cheesesteaks, really good cheesesteaks. It's going to be fun. They're in it for the wrong reasons. I don't know what the reasons they're in it for. I don't know the reasons. I don't know William Osmond personally. I'm not going... Let me be very clear. I am never going to claim that William Osmond is doing this for money or for profit. I don't believe he is. He has said multiple times on his second channel that he doesn't make a profit. And I want to believe him. I don't know if it's true or not, but I want to believe him because these things are fucking expensive. And I did briefly interact with him at Open Sauce last year, and yeah, he was just running around like a chicken with his head cut off. There's part of me that wants to believe he's doing it for the love of the event, and I think there is a part of that he does. Like, I think that is somewhat true to some degree. But yeah, again, I'm not going to make any claims about whether or like why he's doing it or why he's doing it the way he's doing it. Because I'm not in his shoes. I'll never be in his shoes. And I don't believe that we could fairly judge a certain... we can't fully understand the situation someone's in until we can experience what it is to be like in that situation. That is not saying that, some individuals are free from criticism just because no other person has held that job. The president, for example, absolutely 100% up for criticism. Even though only a handful of people have been president. Well, I say a handful, it's been almost 50 now. Or, no. Anyway, politics aside. The fact of the matter is, we don't know everything that goes into this. We don't know every little aspect. We don't know every little thing that is affecting it. We don't know. And we can speculate. We can absolutely speculate all day and all night and go crazy with speculation. There's absolutely nothing wrong saying that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with us speculating. But we have to remind ourselves that speculation is speculation. And we have to remind ourselves that we very well could be wrong in our speculation. Despite how much we could believe that we are right, you could always be wrong when you don't know the actual answers, when you don't know the facts. That's the important part. It is critical to understand that. So we have to, again, look at the situation. We have to give the benefit of the doubt to a lot of these organizers who are dealing with over 1,000 exhibitors, I believe. And we have to believe that they are doing the best they can with what they are given to them. And we also do have to understand that this event absolutely has blown up faster than I think what anybody could have anticipated. And it is very possible that the high ticket price is a way to try and damper that. That is a valid strategy to try and limit the number of people attending, is to seriously just straight up charge higher prices. It's not a great answer, but that is one. And there's so much to it. I will say I don't believe last year was handled the most efficiently. I hope this year is done better. I feel as though this is a precursor to a sequel. But we will see. I will not pass judgment. I will not pass judgment until I won't pass judgment until after it is over. Because again, I could be wrong. We all could be wrong. This could end up being well organized. We have to understand that. And I'm not trying to apologize for anybody here. One of the things I feel like is very easy to get into is a pact mentality. And it's very easy to go after somebody because you feel as though they don't have your best interests in mind. And even if that is true, it is very easy to kind of get into a mob-like mentality and be like, oh, we all have to go after them or something like that. It's very easy to get whipped up into a frenzy. So it's very easy to, when there is speculation. Imagine speculation is a pile of tinder that is all dried and ready to burn. And if you whip someone into a frenzy, that could be the spark that ignites a fire that gets everybody going. And it's not good. Not good. Never let your emotions... Hold on. Try not to let your emotions drive decisions. Especially, try not to let your emotions drive decisions in how you approach things. You can let emotions help shape how you decide things, but I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm tired. Did I mention that I went to bed at 3 a.m. last night? I'm so tired. As soon as the stream is over, I'm staying up till midnight and waiting for that to finish so I can start the next batch. Hour and a half. Yeah, I could do that. Hey, this is done. Let's go back to live scene here. Let's see if this fits. This is the one we were working on. Okay. This looks just as bad as the last time. I need to redesign this. The person who originally designed this had a cool idea for these vent grills, but they don't print well, especially with PETG. They don't print well. So, hey, let's see if this works. So we're gonna go ahead and put this in. Oh, forgot to take off the cap. Pop. You didn't see. Wow, that works great. That actually works really well. That works really well, actually. I will, once I redo these grills, I'll post this as a remix. What I'll do is I'll make these grills cross pattern, or hexagon, one of the two. Let's go ahead and plug it in. Oh shit, we're printing ASA. Let's hold our breath. Should be fine. We're at a point in the print where I can do this. Oh, I see curling. Okay. If I do this, that curling's gonna get worse. I don't know if I... No, I didn't plug it out. That was a fucking waste. Oh, I'm trying to get this plugged in. There we go. Well, it was curling anyway. Well, vendors don't get to advertise for free. Remember that. They have to pay. Vendors have to pay to sponsor. Exhibitors get to be there for free. And the idea is that exhibitors aren't individual businesses. So, yeah. Okay, so I hopefully just plugged in... Oh yeah, that worked. Oh, I can see the whole bed now. That's great. Look at that. I can see the whole thing now. That is so much better than what it was before. Before, the field of view was so small, and because it was so small, it also got, like, no light was allowed in. But now it's allowing light in. Okay, I have to cancel this one in the front left here, because that's curling up. As much as I really don't want to cancel it, I'd have to. So we have to move that one as well. All right, let's go ahead and do our giveaway, shall we? All right, so it's gonna be wheel of names. Let's go ahead and close out responses. And let's see who wins some filament. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see. I'm tired, so if we're rushing through this, I apologize, but all right. And it is Stephen Cullen. Are you here, friend? Stephen Cullen, are you here? Stephen Cullen, are you here? Give you a minute. I'll give you a minute, and if you don't respond, then we'll go on to pick another one. Give it a minute. Give it a minute. All right. It's been a minute. We're going to go ahead and spin again. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, gotta be subscribed in order to chat. Oh. Steven just responded. You are lucky. We were just about to respin that. All right. Congratulations, Steven. Congratulations. Let's see. What did you pick? What did you pick? Everyone's like, no, yay, congrats, yay, no. That's funny. Congrats, man. All right. Looks like I don't have you in the system here, so let me go ahead and add you. Steven, I need your full address. You did not provide it, so I'm gonna email you. I'm gonna need you to respond to my email with your full address. You only gave me your street, and there's a lot of streets in this world. So I'm gonna email you. So please, you should get an email from a Positron email account. So, all right. Well, ladies and gents, I am exhausted. So, that's gonna be it for tonight. I'm going to bed. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Remember, I think at the end of the stream we touched on something important here. Remember that it's okay to be wrong and that we should be careful with the assumptions we make. It is very easy to believe what we want to believe rather than what is factual. So, with that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful Monday night. Thank you all so much for tuning in and hanging out with me tonight. There will be no stream on Thursday. There may be a very short one from my phone, but I will be at Open Sauce this weekend. So I'll see you all possibly on next Thursday or Monday. Depends on how much I hate myself. Have a good night.